It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's coming up next.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Goff taking it right to the air, and his first pass falls incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Running it with David Montgomery. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made there by Derek Noddy. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Goff now on 3rd down. Connects with Montgomery. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They go play action with Goff. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Montgomery gets it from the gun. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Justin Reed with the tackle. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Has it at the 7. And in for the Detroit touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. McCole Hardman now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hauled in by Worthy. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
From the gun, P-Ride. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Lions will go on offense. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
A give to Montgomery to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27, he finds Laporta. 40, at the 20. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions take a 13-0 lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
Yeah, I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Pirine. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're set up at the 35 now. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes has his man. It's DeAndre Hopkins. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown! Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Reynolds with a return. Return's looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They have played lights out on offense, scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. They've got first down from the 31. A give up the gut to Montgomery. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds Laporta. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw from Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Goff setting to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down. Throwing again, it's Goff. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. 16 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Goff on first and 10. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Laporta with the grab. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Goff on third. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And the touchdowns gotta keep coming for them as they still trail here. They've got first down from the 31. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. The throw is caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Complete on the option. Touchdown, Kansas City. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Reynolds with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. It's Montgomery on the counter. This is ahead for about 5. Justin Reed with the tackle. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, it's Goff. This is complete to Patrick. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Off play action, Goff. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. He finds Laporta. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Goff now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Looking to throw, Goff. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions stretch their early lead to 9. And we haven't even reached the end of 1, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 38. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. So on 4th down, out comes Matt Ariza to boot it away. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up for the 20 after the touchback. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. First down throw from Goff. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Finally a rare win for them against this passing game, and a much-needed one to hopefully restore a little morale on that sidelines. 3 first-half touchdowns. They've been lit up like the 4th of July and really needed something that could be a foothold toward a little momentum before we get to halftime.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Motioning the tight end left. Another try following the sack. Gets this one to Patrick. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And he gets it away from his end zone. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Mahomes now. That one complete to Hopkins. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've got 1st down from the 31. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running right is Pacheco. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down throw, Mahomes. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll try it left with P-Rod. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. One of the tight ends motioning right. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Chiefs face a 4-point deficit. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Khalif Raymond to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions offense returning to the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Patrick with the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. On 1st down, it's Goff. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Montgomery now up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Receiver in motion, headed right. Off play action, Goff. Has the connection to right. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Montgomery. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They give to Gibbs on the option. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. This one finds Kelsey. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and just 2 to go. That one's out and caught on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Straight ahead they go with Piron. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They go play action, it's Mahomes. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete, couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Lions ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. Motioning one of the tight ends. First down throw from Goff. Finds Laporta. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action with Goff. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Goff on third. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Chiefs and DeAndre Hopkins getting set for this next offensive possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New set of downs for him at the 38. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs at a deficit. Second and 10 now. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. They bring a tight end in motion right. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Gray. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They motion the tight end over. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Throwing again, Mahomes finds his man Gray. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All set up now for 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Out left, Worthy makes the ground. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Pistol now for Mahomes. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Blankenship. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. He's back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. We have reached halftime. Already a full game's worth of excitement in just 2 quarters. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Chiefs are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this 3rd quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Right back to Pacheco. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. Moving in the right direction, 5 yards there, but still got a 3rd and 9 coming up.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Kansas City. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Reynolds with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Gets this one to Patrick. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They send a tight end in motion. Goff on 1st and 10. And a man is there to knock that away. Could not beat the defender there. And now it's 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. This is Montgomery. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. From the gun, Goff. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running up the middle, Pacheco. He makes the 25. Up the sideline, past the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 30. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing now from the gun. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
On first down, it's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Options are open here. It's second and inches. Off play action, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Still inches to go on third down. Throwing again, it's Goff. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
First down throw from Goff. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
From the red zone now. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions shrinking the lead some in the third. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hardman with a return. This return makes it up to the 25. The home teams are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he has done all that they've asked for him, shouldering the weight of this offense, got his 100-yard game. He's reached the end zone for him as well, Brock. Just really put together a performance he can be proud of. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. A give to Montgomery to start the drive. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Patrick with the catch. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go play action with Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. This is ahead for about 5. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It's Montgomery on 3rd. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. This one goes for 3 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They go play action on 1st. He throws a bullet to the center of the... He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions bring it back to even. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end right. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 37. Hits his running back. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Back to the air, Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Another throw for Mahomes. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Play action, Mahomes. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he gets him around 6 there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. 6 yards the pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They'll motion a tight end left. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Working inside the red zone. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Pacheco. And he gets in, touchdown. The Chiefs take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score, don't let it go to 4th and goal, and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They put a receiver in motion here left. First down throw from Goff. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Laporta with the grab. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Handoff running right, Montgomery. Stiff arm success. And he's gonna go down right along the midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Put a gold star on the grade sheet for that defensive coverage, even with plenty of time to throw it. That defense never gave the QB a lane to complete it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Williams coming in motion right. From the 20 on 2nd down. Montgomery hauls this one in. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Williams coming in motion right. Goff on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. A toss play, Montgomery. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It'll be 3 total on the play, 4th and 7 now.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. They did it! He made the interception! Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. Oh man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. They're set up at the 35 now. A give up the gut to Montgomery. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action with Goff. Has it at the 7. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And now they have a 1st and goal. You know, Brock, I'm going to admit a little bit of surprise here. As pass-heavy as this league has become, that this record isn't at least challenged a little more often. But finally, just like that, someone has conquered it.
And now, Kate, now there is a new single-game record for everyone to chase when it comes to those passing yards. I know as a former quarterback, we love seeing this record challenged, and we want to see just how high people will take it in the future. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He's got it!
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They'll run in with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
This to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hardman with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Has some daylight through the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down throw, Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
On target to Worthy. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Again, Mahomes to throw. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
First down from the red zone. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing again, Mahomes. Getting out to his left. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Third and 2, Mahomes to throw. Has it in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it second and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a fourth quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Reynolds with a return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First and 10 now from the 30. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Off play action, Goff. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get 28 out of that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw from Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And it sets up second down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Montgomery now up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
From the gun, Piron. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs holding a 4-point lead. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. And that makes it 4th down. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Setting up to pass. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Finds Laporta. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw it. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Here he is to throw. Gets this to Montgomery. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Back to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Now outruns their offense to take over. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They run with Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's out. That's a live ball bouncing near the goal line. And they get back on top of it, but he's touchdown. So no final heroics today. This one is over. Well, no ladder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.